Hello guys, welcome back. So this is our last video for social studies. Last time we met here, we were talking about the Pilgrims meeting the woodland people. We met Indian Samoset and introduced his chief Squanto. So we learned that the Pilgrims trusted the woodland people and they came up with a peace treaty to live in peace, and they did that for many years, which is great. It means they weren't fighting, there was no wars, that's good. So today's lesson, so these lessons you've had 3 this week, but they've been pretty little, which is why I figured it'd be okay to get them in. We have 1 page, and then I'm going to read you a little story about Squanto. So follow along with me on page 158. It looks like this. All right, Squanto lived with the Pilgrims in Plymouth. He taught the Pilgrims how to hunt and how to fish. Remember, they didn't have a lot of food and a lot of them died, so that's really good that they're helping them. He showed them how to plant corn, beans, and squash in a hill of dirt. So that you see Squanto there teaching one of the Pilgrims how to plant a garden. That's awesome. He taught them to bury a fish with the seeds to help the plants grow. Squanto became a friend to the Pilgrims. So right there, they're showing how God's love, right? How to be nice to our neighbors and to treat them with kindness and show them things and help each other out. Okay? So I'm going to read to you a little bit about Squanto here. And it's on page 159 if you want to follow along. It's a little lengthy. Squanto was born into a woodland tribe. He loved his family and the people in his tribe. He ran through the woods with the other boys, and he helped gather shellfish from the waters. One day, a sea captain kidnapped Squanto. The captain sold Squanto as a slave in Europe. The man who bought Squanto told him about Jesus. Later, God allowed Squanto to return home. But his family and tribe had all died. Oh man. The Pilgrims settled where Squanto had lived. They became his friends. God knew the Pilgrims would need Squanto to help them learn how to live in their new world. God knows all things, and he does all things well. That was a cute story. I think it's really sad that he lost all of his family when he came back, and it was sad that he got kidnapped. But in that lesson, when he came back and saw that his family was gone, who was there? The Pilgrims. And he needed them as much as they needed him. Did you catch that? So Squanto came back to have no family, but he had the Pilgrims, so he made new friends. And he said, well, you know what? I need a family, and they need help learning how to hunt and fish and plant corn and squash. And so they helped each other out. And that is so cool that he taught him about Jesus. So that's it for this week, guys. You have 1 workbook page, and your workbook pages are pretty easy. We're going to, let me switch screens. We're going to be on page 153. You're going to be writing words about Squanto around the picture. Some words will not be used. So you see at the top of a feather, and you have to use some of the words in there about Squanto. Okay? I'll see you guys here next week. It's the last week of school. We're almost there. Bye.